Well, folks, how are you? I hope you're well. I'm alright myself. Day 7 of our 2024 Tenerife jaunt. I'm making the most of it because I might not be a free man for much longer, but whilst I am, I'm making the most of it. What did we do yesterday? Well, it was a quiet one yesterday. As I say, since we've got here, the weather's been a bit inclement, as I think I once heard. Who was it? Young Steptoe say, the young son. I think it was Harry rather than... Anyway. No, it was Harold. Harold, yes, I heard him once say it, yes. Been a bit inclement, it's not been at its best. They've had previous years around about the 40 degree mark this time of year. It's near the 24, 25, 26. Now, today's supposed to be an absolutely awful day, it's supposed to be atrocious. At the moment, it's not too bad. It's not great, it's not too bad. I'm recording early, because I'm going out for an early show today, more of that tomorrow. I'll be on the bay pretty shortly, and by 6, 7 o'clock when I've been recording lately, I'll be talking what they call broken biscuits, so you don't want me then. So I'm doing it early today. Yesterday, as it turns out, was again supposed to be not a great day, but nothing untoward. They got that one wrong. It was horrendous for about 2 or 3 hours. It rained incessantly, which is very unusual for rain. It was bouncing it down. It was very heavy. But weirdly, in the afternoon, the sun was lovely. It's probably been the best afternoon of the whole holiday thus far. I'm not worried about it, folks, as I say. I'm not a big sunbather, and I know the weather's going to get better, and we've got another couple of weeks to go. We're very lucky. So, we didn't get up too much yesterday daytime. The weather put paid to that. Nighttime, what did we do? Well, what did we do? We went out, we went looking for a meal yesterday somewhere we went last year on a recommendation of a couple of YouTubers we follow, called The Seahorse. We went there without booking. We tried to book. Couldn't get hold of them, they wasn't picking up the phone. We went there, an hour wait. Thought, no, we're not bothering with that. Then we went further up the road there to one called the Winchester that I've heard good things about. That was an half-hour wait. We thought, no, we don't even want to do that. We wasn't even going to go out yesterday. We was going to have a quiet night in, which is very, very unlike us. We tend to change our mind at the last minute and decide to go, and that was the way. Before we went out, we thought, well, we'll just have a meal and come home. Once we got out, we never come home. It was another, what was it? I think about 1:15 last night in the end. The bags are getting baggier and greyer and whatever else, but I'm enjoying it. We rung the niece and said, hey, where was that Indian restaurant you went the other day that you raved about? And she told us, but she said it's closed for 3 days for alterations. She said, but I'll tell you what, we've just been to a Chinese tonight that was absolutely lovely. And the service was spot on. So we said, well, we'll give that a go. What was it called? I'll have to get the bins on it. It's near, for those of you that know the area, it's near the bowling alley. It's near the bowling alley. It was called the Amani. Amani. I think they did Chinese and Japanese, but I'm not into the old Japanese stuff. We stuck very much to the Chinese. Lovely, really enjoyed it. She said the service was first rate. It was off the charts first rate. It was brilliant. The service was wonderful. As good a service as I've ever had in a restaurant in my life. We went for a buffet option just to try a few new dishes. But no, folks. No, we didn't do it just to save money. Because as well as that, we got a portion of ribs. And we got a portion of... They did these salt and pepper chips. We thought we'd try them as well as a bit of rice. Well, I thought it because I'm a bit greedy. So anyway, we had the old buffet. It started with the old... Well, they called it corn soup. We'd call it chicken and sweet corn soup. There was chicken in there, don't worry about that. One of the nicest I've ever had. Then it went to, what did it go to next? Duck, and I thought, well, it's part of a buffet. We're not going to get much of the duck. The buffet was on about €32 a piece. And the duck on the menu was like 19, so I thought, that's a tenner each off your buffet. We're not going to get much of that. It was monstrous, folks. And I mean monstrous. I thought, oh my God. Because I'm greedy and I love ribs and they weren't on there, I'd ordered a portion of ribs. The ribs came, very meaty, extremely nice, wonderful sauce. Duck, out of this world, brilliant, and absolutely loads and loads and loads of it. I thought we're never going to get through these main courses. We did, don't worry, we did, well, very, very nearly. Rice, fantastic, salt and pepper chips, not bad. All I will say with the main two dishes, the sauces could have been richer, more tastier. One of the dishes we had, I think it was the sliced fillet steak. They were doing it in black bean sauce. We changed it to Cantonese, and the Cantonese sauce could have been more flavoursome. The steak was unbelievable. So tender, it's untrue. It was unbelievable. Next time, I think we'd have it again with a different sauce. And we had another dish with chicken. I can't remember what it was. But absolutely Lovely. Whole experience, lovely. Great. Wonderful beer as well for a Chinese restaurant. Really, really nice tasting. Great meal. Sauces could have been a bit better on the mains, but still, it was a big thumbs up from me. I will definitely go there again. I'd recommend it to anybody. If you get the chance, folks, Amari. Did I say Amari? I'll put the bins on again. They're on enough. I might as well leave them on, but I don't like to because I know they're all cockeyed on the screen. Was it Amari? Amani. Then we went to their hotel. They was in a hotel. It's weird. They're a lot younger than us, but they go to bed a lot earlier. They get up a bit earlier, but they go to bed a lot earlier, and they're not the night owls that we are. For all we can give them 30 years. They've not really been out much and seen much acts-wise. They was watching an act at the hotel last night. Now, I'm not normally keen on that. These acts at hotels, in the main, tend to be crap throughout Europe. They're in a fancy hotel, a real fancy hotel. They got just a good deal on it. It's one of the princess hotels, one of the princess groups. Erindos thinks it's called. What does she think it's called? The Expire. But she's not sure about that. She thinks, I bet it's Aspire, but it could be anything. She's never sure, Erindos. But she's more knowledgeable than me because I've not got a clue what it's called. It's definitely in the princess group. The niece said she believes it's only a 4-star. It's been renovated about 2 years ago. So those that know Tenerife will know which one it is. She said, but they've got friends staying at this moment in time in a 5-star who've stayed in this one last year, and they said this one, the 4-star, is definitely better. But anyway, hotel, unbelievable. It's like one of the hotels you'll get in America. Absolutely fantastic. As we're walking up to it from the restaurant, from behind the hotel, it's all based in it's almost like an amphitheatre. There's a couple of pools at the bottom end with loads of beds. There's loads of tables around so you can watch the act on. Then there's tables on another level, like a first floor where you can watch the act on. Fantastic setting. They've got a group there, and you don't see many groups in that there Tenerife, with a woman singer, 2 musicians. When I say group, it was a bass player and drums, no lead guitar, which is strange, but it worked. And what was sensational about it, we're walking up the back of the hotel, and they've got film that's thrown on all the back end of the hotel, thrown on it. You can see the people singing, playing the music on the hotel. It's unbelievable. It must be 80, 90 foot high. You're seeing it, and it's probably 70, 80 foot wide, or even more. It's just unbelievable. I'm saying to her indoors, I said, is that the group that's on now? I mean, they sounded like a record. They were that good. I said, oh, is this a record? I said, I can't understand what it is. So only when we got to the hotel and got in there, we realised it was the group. So they're being filmed and thrown on the backdrop. Absolutely fantastic. Just a brilliant setting. Now, the niece and her beau said, it's weird, they said, when you're listening from upstairs in the room, because their room's upstairs, the sound is terrible. Because it's in something like an amphitheatre, it all echoes, it all sounds weird. He said, the night before they had a Dolly Parton tribute on, and he said, that sounds shocking, that sounds really bad. And then he said to niece, you never know, it might be because of where we are, maybe down the bottom it sounds better. And that was the case. But a fantastic setting, big pillars there and everything. It was a bit like, if you've ever stayed in them, folks, one of the hotels in Vegas. It was a bit like a Vegas hotel. Sensational, really good. So we had an hour and a half with them there, and then the show ended. I think they were ready for the bed then, as were we. And we're walking home, and we can't resist. I seen a bath. I wanted to go in that before. Let's have one in there before we get home. I was the one that was saying, let's stay in for the night. We goes in there, again, there's the old karaoke on, I can't remember what the bar was called. What I remember of it was this. There was a presenter on there that was very, very crude. Don't mind that, can handle that if they're funny with it. This fella got the double up. He was very, very crude, but very, 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 very unfunny. So it doesn't work when you're not funny with it, and it was pretty crappy. And I've got to say, in there, I mean, look, I'm not a snob, folks, I'm really not. But I think there was a number of people, if there was 80 people in there, I think if they were refilming now Deliverance 2, 60 of them would have got parts without trying hard. If there'd been a couple of 100 people going for auditions, 60 of those 80 would have got parts in Deliverance 2. They certainly wasn't staying in that hotel. That's without a doubt they weren't staying in that hotel. I'll tell you that now. They wouldn't have passed the dress code. Not that there was a dress code, but they'd have been said, no, yellow card, out. Well, it'd be red card, they'd have been sent off, they'd have been gone. So no, we won't be going in it again. I don't think it was our cup of tea. I don't think so. But did we have a good night? Yeah, we did, consider it was a bit off the cuff. Weren't the best of weather and whatever else. Will we have a better day today? Well, we will. It's very unlikely we're out tonight. We're going to go and watch this act. And when we've watched this act, what we're going to do then is we'll eat on the way back. think I might know where we're going. I might be wrong. If we get to go where I'm thinking, I know I'll be reporting on a good meal tomorrow, because we ate there, I think, 2 years ago, and we loved it. But anyway, that's it for now. Not much more to say. No, that's it. Couple more messages to go, and then I'm done for the day and away for the old act this afternoon. Hope you're all well, folks. Really do.